Happy Friday, my favorite first graders. Today is February the 5th of 2021. What are we up to today in science? We will show what we know about objects in the sky. What's in the sky? We've been studying for a few weeks the things in the sky. Do you remember what are those objects in the sky? There's one behind me. You got it, the hot sun. Nice job. But in the nighttime, the sun's not in the sky. What are those twinkly things in the sky? You can see them up here by the planet. The stars, beautiful constellations, and the changing shape of the moon. Bravo! Sun, moon, and stars. I hope you remember all the facts we've been studying over those objects. How will we show what we know today? We will watch a video, then complete our STEM Scopes assessment over the sun, moon, and the stars. Assessment is just a bigger word for test. And don't worry, you have been studying with me for many weeks. We are ready, Freddy, to show what we know. Why? We will understand the different objects in the sky and how they change. They're not the same every night. The sun is moving during the day. We have learned a lot. Today is our last day, last video, then show what you know. Are you ready? Let's get started. STEM Scopes.
Whenever we look up, we see more than the sky. We're observing a complex cycle. We see the sun, moon, and stars moving across the sky in a pattern. When the sun rises and morning begins, the world...
Do you remember in what direction the sun rises? The north, the east, the south, or the west? Wow! I can't believe you remember so well. Yes, it rises in the east. Never eat. Rises in the east and sets in the west. Wow, you are so smart.
The world wakes up.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
The sun's light breaks through the clouds and showers the earth with light. By noon, when the sun is high in the sky and the day is full, it dips in and out behind a parade of clouds. As afternoon turns to evening, the sun moves across the sky and eventually sets. As night falls, the moon appears and stars fill the sky. Every night we're treated to this natural light show. The moon changes slightly each night. It changes phases, from a crescent moon to a full moon.
All right, he's shrinking, or we say he is waning.
And from a full moon to a new moon. This process is called the lunar cycle. All around the ever-changing moon are stars, so many that no one has ever been able to count them all. Each star is like our sun, burning brightly enough so that we can see them millions of light years away. As the night goes on, it gets darker and darker, and more stars become visible.
What do we call stars that form a shape in the sky? A constellation. Say it with me. Constellation. Wonderful. Do you see any constellations in this photo?
If you look up in a dark place late at night, the sky almost looks alive. Using a telescope, you can see stars and planets and even other galaxies. The darker it gets, the more you can see. Then, right on time, the night fades away. As the sun rises, the moon and stars fade away, and the morning begins. That is the cycle of one day. This process takes place because the Earth is spinning. and it takes 24 hours for the part of the Earth you're on to rotate all the way around and face the sun again. That's why when it's daytime here in America, it's nighttime on the other side of the world. Even though you can't feel it, the Earth never stops spinning. And the cycle of light continues every single day.
Do you feel like you're spinning right now? I don't, but we are. We are on a planet that is in motion. And it's going to keep going around and around and around and around and never stop. The sun comes up in the east. Lunchtime, it's high in the sky, and it sets in the west. The next day, it's going to keep coming up in the east and setting in the west. While the sun is down, the moon gets to come out with the twinkly stars. The pattern continues over and over and over in the cycle. And we continue to have day and night, day and night, day and night. Now, we have worked on that pattern for so many days. Today, it's time to show what you know. You will be taking your test here in STEM Scopes. But first, come down to video 2, where I will show you where do you go for your test and what are the questions on your test. Ready? Video 2. See you soon.